Hey there, this is Jexy with the Systems Alliance, and in this video, I want to get into how this whole fiasco with BlizzCon and Diablo Immortal is getting even weirder now that Blizzard is apparently deleting comments and somehow even getting rid of dislikes on their YouTube videos. Get rid of them all you want, your like ratio just ranges between 1 and 4%. So if you haven't checked out the trailers for Blizzard's Diablo Immortal in terms of the gameplay trailer and the cinematic trailer, take a look at them, not for what's actually there because no one seems to actually want that. Just take a look at the like and dislike ratio. Ever since they were revealed, they've been hovering around between 1 and maybe 4 or 5% like, which is the worst ratio I've ever seen on YouTube, literally ever. Any crap out there is going to have a better ratio than that. And there is nothing they can do to get rid of it. That ratio is always going to be there because no one likes it. They just have to own it. But the problem is they're doing anything but. And this is what's really bad. You know, it's one thing to delete comments, but they're deleting thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of comments almost every hour because the comments keep pouring in, they keep deleting them. They've even somehow set up filters that catch certain comments because they're deleting them so fast, and not even all of them say anything particularly bad. Some of them are just saying, I don't really like this game, in not so many words, but not necessarily more cruel than that, and they're just automatically deleted as soon as they're posted. So of course everyone keeps posting more comments. But what's really weird is that over 100,000 dislikes have disappeared from the videos. From my understanding and everyone else's understanding online, that's not something you can do. And there doesn't seem to be any good explanation for it, and no one's ever seen it on any other videos ever until these two videos. So really interesting to see what's going on here, but it reminds me of something called the Streisand Effect. Of course, if you didn't guess by that name, yes, it is named after Barbra Streisand. And maybe some of you remember, I actually remember this going on back in the day. And the Streisand Effect is a phenomenon whereby an attempt to hide, remove, or censor a piece of information actually has the opposite effect and has the unintended consequence of publishing that information that you didn't want public to go even more widespread than it would have otherwise. It's an example of psychological reactance, or in some way people call it reverse psychology, whereas once people are aware that some information is being kept from them, they're going to try that much harder to get to that piece of information. So in 2003, Barbra Streisand sued Kenneth Adelman and Pictopia.com for violation of privacy. So he was just doing pictures of 12,000 photos of California coastline. Her picture happened to be part of it, and she sued him for over $50 million because she didn't want that to be publicly available. Now, of course, if you look at the picture, it's just a picture. No one cares. No one can tell it's your house. It's some rich California house by the shore. Who cares? And at the time of the lawsuit, that picture had been downloaded only 6 times, and 2 of which were the lawyers. So only 4 people outside of the lawyers in the actual lawsuit even cared about this photo. I mean, literally, nobody cared. But when the lawsuit became public, and of course she's a celebrity and everyone got in on it, the media started covering it, the picture was then downloaded over 420,000 times in less than a month. At that point, she had already done the damage to herself, dropped the lawsuit, then had to pay Adelman over $150,000 in lawyer fees for his lawyers that he needed to defend him. So it just shows you how stupid the whole thing was. No one cared before. No one cared about it until you made it a problem for yourself. And the same thing is going on here with Blizzard in deleting comments and somehow deleting dislikes. I mean, they're not deleting the likes, only the dislikes. So at first it looked like they were trying to re-upload the video, or at least hide it and then unhide it, try and get rid of all of the negativity on it. But it's like, hey, people don't like what you're showing. They're showing you the backlash, and you've made it worse for yourself by showing that you're actually trying to censor people from giving their opinion of something that you did that was terrible. Because now people know that you're doing it. It's so obvious that you're doing it. People write a comment one day, come back the next, and it's gone. You're only drawing more attention to yourself, more negativity to the already negative outlook that everyone has on this game. This is like an EA move, you know? But I don't even think EA does this because they don't even care that much. The problem is Blizzard seems to care enough to hide these comments. It doesn't matter. Still, like 95% of people plus still don't like it. So I don't understand why deleting comments and somehow getting rid of dislikes is the way to go. I mean, just give up already on it. Move forward. Get over it. Fix it. Take responsibility. Say, yep, I guess that didn't work out well with the audience that we intended it for, mostly because we misread everything, putting mobile stuff out for an entire PC audience. But just get over it, admit it, and then work on a release for Diablo 4. Work on a release for a remaster. Whatever it is you're doing, just work on that. I mean, it's definitely super shady what Blizzard is doing right now with the YouTube comments and the YouTube dislike ratio. I mean, it doesn't matter what they do, especially at this point. I mean, you screwed up. You just gotta throw in the cards and try and do better next round. So let me know your thoughts on this. Can you believe that Blizzard has kind of sunk to this level and they're focusing on deleting comments? They're actually spending manpower on deleting comments when they could be focusing manpower on making another great Diablo game? Let me know down in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll catch you next time.